general awareness and current affairs relating to school education from Tapoti Publisher. Five issues related to gender and Americans and educational reformer whose ideas have been influential in education and social reform. He was one of the most prominent American scholars of the first half of the 20th century. Set up a model to extend his cherished ideas of education and to bring the school into close touch with in 1896 to Dewey. The school is an essential social and psychological institution. The school is not a place where some dry knowledge is imparted. For Dewey, the school is a place where the child learns by his own personal experiences. According to Dewey, we should learn by society to learn by living. But it is to be a purified, simplified, and better balanced society. In this scheme, discipline, Dewey gives an important place to the teacher. He is a society is to maintain proper social order and to see grow in a social atmosphere. A teacher should be interest rather than knowledge. Dewey was a staunch advocate of freedom of children. But this freedom has to be regulated and organized by the teacher. It should be exercised in the interest of the society as well. The teacher is not thus, according to discipline, is a cultivation in the people's of social attitudes, interests, and activities, which has been organized as a community to impose his personality of his ideology on the child. These the methods of teaching. The method of teaching consists of three processes: continuance of psychological order in the curriculum, retention problem of project method, extent of social opportunity. The first is natural and therefore essential. The second would enable the peoples to learn not things but the meaning of social consensus. Dewey's method of teaching is based on pragmatic philosophy. Dewey's method of teaching are based on the principle learning by doing activities in connection with the life of the child. In this method, what a child does is the most important thing. Next, in the object or problem method, which they advocated the child's interest and purposes, the most important things for this problem or project method, for his problem or project method, he will lay down the 5 steps as essential. Number one, the people should have a genuine situation of experiences. Two, a genuine problem should arise from the situation and should stimulate thinking of the child. The child should obtain information or make observations needed to delay the problems. He is established his ideas by application. It means emancipation of the mind. As an individual, it means freedom of thought as well as actions. But freedom does not mean unrestricted freedom. One of the far-reaching and notable contribution of Dewey is the project problem method. In the project method, the child's interest and purposes are the most important things. Instead of learning lessons from the teacher, the pupils supposed to become accomplished. Some problem to be solved, stress on the importance of problem to stimulate effective thinking. The project method is the practical outcome of this. It welcomed and employed by educationalists all over the world. Experiment in education developed by Dewey at Chicago in 1896. In his experimental laboratory, school has stimulated the effort to bring the school into intimate relation to the community life. He emphasized on the actualities of life in education. Educationists all over the world have agreed that people's activity is the best method of learning. Experimental schools in the present days are due to John Dewey. On curriculum, the significant impacts on Dewey's ideas on curriculum are given to the presentation of wide-based, life-focused, youngster-focused, network-focused, and connect curriculum. Significance is appended to manual skill subjects. The here means appended means added. Here significance তাৎপর্য is appended added to manual skill subjects and professional to various kinds of games and sports. The main features learning and development. Students learn best when their interests are engaged. Learning always begins with a student's emotional response. Students should be engaged in active learning and inquiry. Inquiry involves a student. Inquiry involves students in reflecting intelligently on their experiences in order to adapt their habits of education. So, education is a key way to go through some MCQs as well. Next, MCQ questions. What was John Dewey, the founder of? Now, what is pragmatism? Consequences of ideas and actions. It suggests ideas, theory, growth and fertilizer. Experiment